All right, everyone, hello, and welcome to number 212 of our 20th anniversary Monster Hunter Countdown. Plum, Daimyo, Hermitaur. Keep wanting to call him Purple because most of his items in game are called Purple, but he is Plum, which I like. I like that name. I think it's great whenever they just use something other than the primary color to describe it. And he's a pretty good fight. First showed up in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, Monster Hunter Portable 2nd G. Here he is in 4U. Armor set looking amazing. Love these colors. Not a bad set. I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass to make, but the set itself is good. The weapon is okay for progression. It's not going to be any of the other better great swords out there, but you know, for a G1 weapon, it's all right. You get 7 points towards critical draw, which isn't great. Guard +1 and Guts, Constitution, and then I just decoed in a whole bunch of attack. So good spread of skills. Not really sure if it works very concisely on greatsword, but hey. In terms of weaknesses, one thing that stands out is he takes water. Strange. Weakest to ice. You do not need impact to break his shell in 4U, but pretty sure you do need it in Freedom Unite. Status is pretty weak to blast. I mean, relatively weak to blast. Relatively weak to para. Takes okay poison. I mean, just status in general is good against him. I would probably bring either blast or ice. Or nothing. I mean, it's fine. He's not that hard. Other than being in G1. G1 is kind of one of the biggest difficulty spikes in any progression in Monster Hunter. Normal water spray there. Big changes from normal Hermitaur. He's got his little moving spray, which we'll show off in a bit. He'll do tracking with his jump in the air, which we'll show off in a little bit. He'll dig and he'll grab you. That's a 4U thing. I love his grab, by the way. It's pretty amazing if he ever actually gets you. He's all sneaky. Pokes at you with his claws and stuff. But yeah, the set in general, like I said, it's good. I mean, crit draw did get a little bit of a nerf from Freedom Unite. Obviously, it was in other games before this. It was in Try and all the other ones. It used to be a guaranteed crit. But that was a little bit too powerful. And then at a certain point, starting with Try, they're like, it's just going to give a 100% affinity. So it's the sort of thing that you kind of got to work out. In some ways, I guess it's continually been getting nerfed. I mean, we had cases where it doesn't even give 100% affinity. It becomes a marginal skill going into World and Rise. You see here, he'll go into his little shielded state. I did not show off hitting him with it, but you can hit him with a Sonic Bomb and get a very long trip. You'll see that probably when we fight Stone Fist in GU. Yeah, so normally Hermitaur can just jump straight up and down. Not this guy. He goes right for you. His back is a little bit different too. Normal Hermitaur's got, what is it, like a, kind of like a Monoblos on his back. This one's got a Diablos on his back. You do have to break the horns twice on his back, which we will show off just before the end. So what else is there to say about Plum, Daimyo, Hermitaur? Crit draw is good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that there's too much else to say. I mean, it does make sense why he is far down on the list, but he is definitely an inclusion of a subspecies that is generally better than the original. And it was sad when we got Generations and they removed basically all the subspecies. I mean, Deviants were kind of a way of doing it, but my heartfelt wish is that someday we do get a oops all subspecies release where we get no quote unquote normal monsters and we get all the subspecies variants. Like, why not just let them go crazy? Add more things and then just add the crazy versions. Be a little bit easier to balance. So there's the shell break, and then there's the final claw break. A lot of stuff required to make the purple or the Plum Daimyo armor set and weapon. This is a very involved set. To finish the greatsword upgrade, we had to fight Tidal Najarala. And that's a pain in the ass. But you know what? That is still a G1 fight, so I guess it's not that bad. Could be worse. And that's the sort of stuff that makes it good progression gear, if you want to put the time in. I mean, you know, another approach to G1 is just force yourself through it with your decent enough high rank stuff and wait until you get to G2 where, like, the good stuff starts showing up. Okay, Hermitaur Perp Shell, a giant dark purple shell. So tough it's used to forge a variety of equipment. Hermitaur Perp Claw, a rigid claw bathed in purple. So tough it's used to forge a variety of equipment. Okay, well that's it for Plum, Daimyo, Hermitaur. Great monster. If we had ranked choice, I would hope that he would be way up in the rankings, but it is what it is. Up next, not anything I have a ton of experience with, Magma Almadron. 3-way tied for 212. Thank you for watching. I love you. Goodbye.